So at this point, guys, you should be able to wire up the 9-volt battery to the breadboard all by yourself and also bring in your necessary component. So this is circuit 3 of our TinkerCAD circuits. On your dock, the instructions for this circuit are to construct a series circuit using these components: a 9-volt battery, a 220 ohm resistor, an LED, stick with red, a photoresistor, which is also called an LDR, a push button switch, and then a breadboard. So like all of our other circuits, the first thing you should do is wire up the 9-volt battery to the breadboard. The next thing I'm going to wire in is the photoresistor. So I'm actually going to turn it, again, because we don't want to wire things up vertically, because then it's just going to be connected to itself. And we always start with the positive side of the battery. You should be looking at your schematic diagram to help you kind of construct this. So I'm going to go from the positive side of the battery to one side of the photoresistor, change that to red because that's power. The next thing I'm going to wire up is the LED. Again, I'm going to turn it, and we've kind of been consistently connecting the anode or the positive side of the LED up first in our circuit. So I'm going to go from the second side of the photoresistor to the anode of the LED. Again, we don't want two things in one pin, so you can kind of connect anything in the row and anything in the row to connect two components together. The next thing I'm going to wire up is the resistor. So wiring up the resistor like this to the LED, okay, having them both in the same row is the same thing as doing this. Wiring it up in a different row and pulling a wire down. Okay, it's personal preference. All depends on how many wires you want to kind of integrate into your circuit. The last thing we need to do is add the push button switch. Again, we need to turn it so we can wire it up over the break in the breadboard. One side or the second side of the resistor goes to one side of the push button switch. And last but not least, we need to bring the second side of the push button switch back to ground to close the loop of the circuit, changing it to black because it simulates ground or no charge. All right, so now we should be able to start the simulation. Just like our other circuits, when I push the push button, you should see the LED light up. Right now, it's super dim. Let's click on the photoresistor. If I change the amount of light going to the photoresistor, so let's do halfway, and now I push the push button, the LED is even brighter. When I go all the way and put the maximum amount of light shining on that photoresistor, and I press the push button, it's the brightest it can go.